Hello, Dragon Lords. Now, I told you on the last broadcast that I would talk about runes and how important they are, what they can do for your dragons, can you stack them, what to put on them, things like that. So, a rune is a modifier. If you go over to, as you get into the higher levels, you'll get this little building called runes, and explore runes. Now these go on dragons and on your towers that allow for enhancements in different sections of your base. Notice this, that we actually have runes with my dragons underneath them. Those runes are assigned to those dragons. And there's a whole bunch of them. Rune dust, you can see I'm pretty low on rune dust, only 500, but I've used like 2 million lately in order to modify my runes. So if I actually had a rune, I could hit enhance and make this particular rare cannon frenzy a little bit more powerful, from 1.1% to 1.3%. Now, what are you going to put? What dragons do you put on? I'm going to show you a dragon. You're going to think I was crazy, but I am crazy. This is Hydran. Now, notice all the runes that I put on him. But all of the runes are different, although they can do the same thing. If you put the exact same rune on it, 2 of them, it won't stack. It won't add to it. But notice this. I've got Rare Wind Wall, so that's the only one really that's different on there. Sort of like that Sesame Street moment, which one doesn't belong. All this, Epic Tough Healing. Now this one has Rejuvenate, prevents damage at 7.2%, but Rage Generation. Now Rage is probably the most important thing you can put on a dragon in order to generate more rage, because that gives you your powers back faster. So Rage Generation at 2.7%. Notice down here in the next one, again, these are called Glyphs. Glyphs are these square, diamond-looking ones. It has Rejuvenation for 1.75 seconds. So that actually would add to the Rejuvenate durations that I have underneath it. Rage Generation, 2.7%. So now I've got 2 of them. So that's 5.4% in Rage Generation. Underneath it, more Rejuvenate. And that adds to it. Rare Rejuvenate Glyph. Again, different, but I add to it. This particular dragon, I've made him expert, every one of them. And when he flies, you'll see 5 little nymphs, pretty little things along its wings in different colors. That's what those things are. So those things right there, this is a very powerful dragon. It can use its weapons more than most dragons can. Not bad. Now, let's look at Amarok. Amarok's a great dragon. You really need to get Amarok. Always look to see what they can do. So this one's got explosive shields, cure poison, resist cannon towers, and resist archer towers. Any of those runes or glyphs you could put on it, and it will enhance what it's already got. But you can also add common and rare. And let's say you had common reverse projectiles. You can add that to this, and it will actually work. But anything past rare, it won't work. But let's see what I've done on this one. Equip. No runes. But I do have 2, no glyphs. I have 2 runes. Epic Explosive Shields, which it does have. This one increases the shield's potency by 5.4%. Wind Wall duration, and increase ballista resist. Oh, by the way, that's a pretty good one too. But notice the Epic gives us a lot more power to it. So there are 5 levels. anywhere from common all the way up to mythic. And you can add to them. Let's see. Let's look at my favorite. This is my go-to dragon. I go to him way too much. But if you haven't got Chimeric yet, get him. Let's look at what I've done here. Alright. Now, there are 2 runes up on top that look similar, but they're different. Notice the pictures on them. Yeah, they look the same, but the pictures are a little bit different. One's Legendary Rage, which again, you really want more rage, especially your go-to dragons. Legendary Wisdom, which Wisdom increases your ability to gain more XP. Now this is a dragon that I will go ahead and evolve all the way up. And crazy enough, he's already got 6 million XP in the bank. So sooner or later I'll remove that rune and put something else there. But notice too, the Legendary Wisdom also has rage generation of 3.9%. Add that to the 6.9%, and you got yourself an 11% or so more rage generation. We got Epic, Reverse Projectile Glyph, and Common Cannon Resist Glyph. So these things right there just add a little bit more defense to it. But that's how you take runes and glyphs for your dragons. Look at their abilities, match them, and if you want to add an ability, then you can put common or rare on them. Now let's look at a tower. This tower, each tower has a designated section it enhances. When it's green, that means that it has that control. This one I've got 5 modifiers, 2 runes and 3 glyphs. And you want to match your runes and glyphs to what you've got. So in here, you can see I only got a few weapons, but I do have 2 farms in here. And I want to match what we can do, like the Epic Storm Frenzy. We want those babies to shoot out, really good and have faster attack speed, more shots off. Legendary Archer Strike. I have archers. I know, you probably don't like archers, but they are the last defense, and they actually get more shots off than you would expect, and they do a pretty good job. Common Healing Striker Glyph, the Lumber Mill. I put my lumber mills and my sheep farms in the middle of these things. Why? Because when I defend somebody's base, I want a go-to piece. So if I press the lumber mill, it instantly heals. If I press the sheep farm, it goes ahead and heals everything around, puts a shield on it. It gives me more power per touch. And I think if you did that, you would get better defense on your base. But that's just me. A lot of guys, they just put them in wherever they want or put them way in the back, which is silly. Never put all of them in the middle, because that gives you the attacker a break and increases the range. And by the time they're done with that, they're at full power coming into your next section. Dumb. And never, ever put a short range, this is a short range weapon, in the back. That's stupid, because I could kill it before it even gets a shot off. You want it to be a sniper. So you want that baby to be right around the corner. Here's another one, right around the corner. As soon as that dragon turns, these things are deadly. They will get shots off, and they will go ahead and do damage that the attacker cannot avoid. So do not put them in the back. Do not put them in an area that they can get a running start on to see you from, like here. There, that's stupid, because they got all this space, and they can zero in, know it, they can react to it. But if you put it right around the corner, they don't react to it quick enough, and nor can they. So again, really, really good. Obviously, I've got 3 cannons here. So what do you think I've got on this one? I've got cannon glyphs and runes. Look what I did there. Oh no, they're different. It's like, oh my god, they're the same, but they're different. Epic Cannon Striker and Epic Cannon Frenzy. 2 different things. So, and they go ahead and complement one another. Both of them will allow my cannons which are wonderful, by the way. Probably one of the favorite defensive things that you could put on your base. But these babies shoot off. And this is this eyelid is usually one of the most potent in every base, because right when you round that corner, it gets shots off. And I put my best weapons here. So I think that pretty much covers runes. So again, just to cap it off, I want you to think about what your dragons have. Match them. In common and rare, you can do whatever you want with them. They will stack, but they can't be exactly the same. They have to be slightly different or different. A glyph and a rune will always stack. But that's what you do. Silver chests give you your runes. So if you have any questions on that, please just leave it on my blog or put it on my my YouTube channel. And have fun. Yeah, I'm telling you, this is great. My next broadcast is going to be about the new event, which is Pits. The Pits, what do you call it? Hey, we're going to fight it out. And it's going to be merciless. So those are the ones that, they're going to get a lot of money, because nothing gets us to spend more money than range. So anyway, guys, take care, gals. Have a great time. Fly your dragons. Make sure that you get all these things moved up, because come this week, you're going to need a lot of strength. And make sure your bases are smart, because they're going to be attacking your bases. So get them set up. Short range up front. Runes and glyphs on the proper towers. And your defenses properly marked up. Alright, have fun. We'll figure this out.